Hello guys, it's Tricky Mario 7654 here. Today I thought I'd go through my off-air recording collection, basically all the blank tapes I have. You can see up there on the shelf, that's some of my pre-recorded tapes, the rental ones. Yeah, basically about a month ago my dad moved back into our house, and what he had yeah, we had to pack all my tapes, and most of them are in a toy box in the rumpus room, but all the rental ones are in here. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? Yeah. And I start off with this one here. Ooh. This one here. This is basically, let me check what it is again. Camera's not really good sound. So, Philips brand tape, I think. Yeah, it is, and this is where Volume 4 comes from. This is, but don't know. Volume 4 comes from this, and this is if you don't, basically it comes from that TV movie and some programs. It's recorded off Channel 7 in 1994, June 13 and 10, I think, from that year. If you don't know, the June 10 section has like some sort of recording problem. I don't know. There's that one. This is one of my dad's 500 motorbike tapes. You know, he taped off Channel 9, and this is from the 94 championship. It says 1994 British 250cc and 500cc Grand Prix, the Czech Republic motorcycle Grand Prix, and the American one. But here's the thing, note, tape is stuck in the American race, because last night I had this tape in the machine and I accidentally stuffed it around there. Like, yeah, it looks pretty bloody shite now, so yeah, really don't want to play that. So I wrote that message on there just to remind myself in the future. This one is, that was a K set, by the way. And this is a TDK TV one. It's marked as Luigi's tape, but in reality, it's actually got the 1996 Australian Motorcycle Grand Prix on it, which is from volume 17. Recorded on October 20, 1996. But now the thing is, with most of my dad's motorcycle Grand Prix tapes, he cut out the commercials on them, but this is one of the few that still has them. Which, yeah, it's frustrating in my opinion. Got a bass cassette here. This is from the very first volume, which is taped from, even though it's marked as Bubble Boy, it's actually got Pirates of the Caribbean, Conan the Barbarian, and some random bullshit show called Meet My Folks or something like that. And this is actually recorded in LP mode. Came from Target apparently, and that's by the way, that first cassette I showed you, this one here, this wasn't taped by me. I found this at the back of a second-hand store, and this was going to get thrown out. But I thankfully rescued it. And even though it's marked as Last Lost 07, but this is where volumes 3 and 2 came from. They were recorded from, volume 3 is from, both came from Channel 7, but volume 3 is from 2010, and while volume 2 is like 2008. This one wasn't recorded by us either, but although it's marked as Rugby World Cup Final, yeah, it's got some rugby on it, and not really much of interest. Oh, and it's got the date we're recording on it. 22nd of November 2003. This is where volumes 18 and 19 came from. What is? Yeah, it's from a 2004 broadcast of Greece mainly. That's what it's mainly on. And so if you look at the label here, this is some of the other movies that used to be on this, I think. It says Scheme Blade, I think. No, Sling Blade, Secrets and Lies. What about Bob? Under Suspicion, Lake Placid, and Fargo. But not anymore. That tape, by the way, was from my grandma originally. This is another one from my grandma, Polly. This is where volumes 20, 21, and 22 came from. Mainly recorded in either 2004 or 2003. This is what used to be on it. Moonstruck, Never Talk to Strangers, No Shit. So look, that's not the name. And it's got Gregory Peck and Douglas Wood in it. Yeah, but it's not on that anymore, obviously. There's another one of my dad's motorcycle Grand Prix tapes. This one's from 95. It's got the Czech Republic, Brazilian, Argentina, and European, which I think European was, I think it's a Catalonian circuit. I don't know which, actually, I'm not too sure what it means by Europe, which Europe, which, I mean, it's obviously Europe, but, yeah. These are two VHS-Cs. At least, as I think it is. Yeah, it's one of these small. Yeah, it's one of those mini cassettes. Oh, we don't have an adapter for it. I can't recall what's on this one, but yeah. God, how do you put these stupid little things back in? The other one. This one's got my first birthday on it and my first steps. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, you can see the date. This is. You can tell I was born on May 31st, 2001. This has got my first steps on it. That's nothing. Got that. This here is just some spare boxes and a VCR head cleaner. This is my parents' wedding video. And yeah, I accidentally showed out my last name. Whoops. Yeah, that's the date. That's the date it took place. 16/9/2000, which is the day after the Sydney Olympic Games opening. And actually, you can actually hear it in the first scene of the tape, the Channel 7 telecast. And of course, I happen to have the ads from that telecast too, but that was a borrowed tape. This one's got my second birthday home video, and they actually put the label upside down for some reason. Yeah, there's also some skydiving thing from some of the colours. This here was recorded off UK TV in the mid-2000s for British series Men Behaving Badly. This is take 2 for 4. Look at this. And also available for them. 35mm colour film, batteries, audio tapes. I mean, this video. Look at this. This video cassette is designed exclusively for use with the video recorders mark that carry the VHS mark, because Betamax is wasn't really a major format by then. Double Jeopardy, but this has got some random crap on it. Like, you know, like something from the ABC and some Foxtel stuff. Get back in there. This is from where Volume 5 came from. It's from Channel 9 on September 28, 2003. Robbie Williams live. It's a Robbie Williams concert. It's also got Happy Days and the Melbourne Gardening Show and that. And this one, according to the label, has Glasgow versus Rangers. Glasgow Rangers versus Leeds. This is actually a British tape, got a UK TV. Obviously, whoever owned this was obviously I didn't tape this. We didn't tape this, but basically, whoever owned this must have been a huge rugby fan because there's quite a few British rugby tapes I've got. And even though it's marked with this, it's not actually on there. It's a copy. It's actually got a Robbie Williams something and the body of it, and this was taped off cable. There's no really interesting commercials from that. This has got the Royal Family Show. This is taped off UK TV as well. Oops. Sorry about the noise in the background. It's my brother. Nothing too interesting on it. This doesn't have anything recorded on it. Just here, but I can hook it up. I might try recording some of today's TV onto this. This is more Royal Family on this. Some more, yeah. Another cleaning cassette here. This is another rugby match. It's got two on it, and where British TV Commercials Volume 2 came from. Well, at least the 94 one. The 95 section has the ads cut out. That's just some stupid Honda thing for a Honda motorcycle. Because he used to work at the Australian Honda factory. This is another motorcycle Grand Prix tape. It's got the 500cc motorcycle Grand Prix from 94. It's got the German, the Dutch, the Italian, the French one. And here's yet another motorcycle Grand Prix tape. This one's from 95. It's got the Italian, Dutch, French, and British. By the way, all these motorcycle Grand Prix were commentated by the late Barry Sheen and Darrell Eastlake. Both of whom have passed away now. Barry Sheen did pass away from some sort of cancer back in 2003, and Darrell Eastlake died of natural causes last year. Shame. And this one's has the World Superbike round from Phillip Island in 95. This is where Volume 11 runs from, but it also has the 1995 Australian Grand Prix on it too, which is where no, Volume 10's the Superbikes one, and Volume 11's the 95 Australian Grand Prix, which of course is the race where David Coulthard famously smashed the pit entry while entering it while leading the race, which is hilarious. And also Mika Hakkinen had a near fatal crash on the Friday. Only the quick paramedic response saved him. And that's another blank tape. I think this is a NTSC formatted tape. I think it's got an American address on it. Thompson Consumer Electronics Incorporated, 2000 Clements Road, Deptford, New Jersey. Oh, and this one here, the Superbike tapes also has an address, but check this out. Kmart, 800 Toorak Road, Taronga. Taronga is not even a suburb. It's the name of a road. Maybe there used to be a suburb called Taronga, but there isn't anymore, because I think that would be around Malvern or Glen Iris nowadays. This is another British tape, and I think Volume 4 of British Commercials came off this. It's another Man Behaving Badly tape there. That one's number 3. And some more motorcycle Grand Prix. This is the Japanese, Spanish, and German motorcycle Grand Prix. And this is another rugby. It's got another rugby match in an episode of You've Been Framed, which is a British version of America/Australia's Funniest Home Videos. That's where Volume 1 of the British commercials come from. Another Man Between Badly Taped. This is number 4 in that series, and the last one. And this has a shit ton of British stuff on it. This is where Volume 3 came from. Right now it's got Tornadoes, tribute to Billy Bremner, which was a faulty case. Apparently, so yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah, but from what I tell, he's probably like a former Leeds player that obviously passed away around 97, because that's recorded. That's Man Behaving Badly Tape 1. This stuff is more British stuff. It's got some rugby matches on it, rugby union matches, but it's also got more British commercials on it too after that, from various programs like Yorkshire and Channel 4 in December and November of 95. So yeah, I'll make sure to try and capture that soon once I drag it out of the garage, the capture device out of the garage, and and also my computer seems to be suffering. It's apparently about to suffer a hard drive failure, so I've got to back everything up before I do that. So I've got the 1995 Australian and Malaysian motorcycle Grand Prix. The Australian one has the 125, 250, 500. This one also has the Malaysian 250 and 500 cc's. No commercials on them, like most of the motorcycle tapes. The Dan has. Nothing recorded onto this. I might use that in the future though. That's some stuff, ABC program called A River Somewhere, but there's nothing really interesting on it. I bought to check to see what was on it, but nothing. That's just a film, that DVD to VHS rip of a film. I don't know what it is. Can't recall what it is. Oops. Oh, and I should show you something too. The cassette's bloody up. It's like this translucent orange. I mean, what the hell? Look at this. TAC MXC series. Like, what the hell is that? I mean, that's another motorcycle how-to video there. Nothing too interesting. Even though this is marked as Shrek 2, this has actually got like a bunch of stuff from 2009. One of them is The Witches, you know, based off the Roald Dahl story, where witches like turn these children into mice using candy. And it's got an incomplete broadcast of The Fugitive, and yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I do remember that did have Shrek 2 on it once upon a time, and I do remember watching it. But obviously, we taped over it, and that's another rugby match. Rhinos versus Leeds. That was recorded off Australian. That was a Fox Sports. Another Royal Family tape. That's from UK TV. Again. Same with the Man Behaving Badly tape. I think this is also from UK TV, but it's apparently Her Majesty. I don't know what that is. Mr. Brown or something? Or M.O. Brown? I don't know. And this has got the 1996 Australian Formula 1 Grand Prix, which my dad was at. This is where Volume 9 of Australian TV commercials came from. Yeah, it's the race where the first one held at Melbourne, and Martin Brundle had a big stack at the start of the race, then he actually managed to, when he was all right, and he actually managed to restart the race in a spare Jordan, but he spun out after just a couple of laps. And Jacques Villeneuve almost won on his debut, but he suffered like some sort of oil leak, and he had to back off and concede the lead to Damon Hill, the eventual world champion of that year. One thing for sure is Williams certainly were dominant back then, but nowadays they're backmarkers. This is more motorcycle Grand Prix on this. Spain, 1996, Spain, Italy, and French Grand Prix. Apparently, my dad told me that for some reason, when his father passed away, he apparently stopped taping motorcycle Grand Prix for some odd reason. I don't know, just maybe couldn't find the motivation to do it. Like, I don't know why you. More British stuff and not a rugby match. Actually, no, I think this is where Volume 4 came from. Not the Manchester United tape. I'm not sure. This has got the 1994 Australian and Malaysian motorcycle Grand Prix. And now the Australian section does have commercials on it. That's where Volume 16 came from. But the Malaysian one doesn't. Oh. Not a basic motorcycle Grand Prix training tape. This here is my sacrificial tape. Like, this is the one I use for testing. It's a bootleg copy of Finding Nemo. Yeah, and basically I use it to test things because it's not really that muffin too valuable. Unlike that motorcycle Grand Prix, I stuffed tape, or partly stuffed. This is some like, what do you call them? Like, you know those right things, you know, that show your baby in the woman's stomach. I don't know what you call them. Like X-ray stuff. Like, this is our first baby, and this is this was the first baby, of course, is actually me, and that's when it was obviously they looked at it. It was December 23rd, 2000, and the second one's my younger brother. That was 18th of August 2003, and lucky last is some more motorcycle Grand Prix. It's got the Malaysian, Indonesian, and Japan Prix. And so yeah, that's basically